And also, I did look up Wikipedia and see what they have to say about Ranker, and it says, quote unquote, Ranker claims to be one of the largest databases of opinions with more than 250 million votes gathered over 1 million items. So right there, you can tell what is the purpose. Is there propaganda? Is it impartial or is it unbiased? No. It is propaganda. It is biased. It's opinion site. So Ranker's not going to be the one that you really want to cite, okay? Also, watch out for the Onion. And let's see. You can also, there's an article, factcheck.org, about how to flag fake news, and all of the websites that I'm telling you about are available at the end in the reference section, and all of the photographs in here are linked, so you're able to go to the source. So please look that up later, but I'll run through it very quickly. On Facebook, for instance, when you're looking at a meme or any of the posts, at the top right-hand corner, you'll see 3 dots. And when you click on those 3 dots, it's going to enable it to open up for a user to report and give feedback. And that's where you can help stop fake news in social media, is by doing that. But this isn't just social media based. It's also all news articles. You want to use CRAP to check those out. But you can also use your fact checkers, such as Snopes, for urban legends, and they're adding more to that. And then factcheck.org is, pretty much the biggest one. And we're going to go on and try to run through this. Here are some great resources. This is what I want you to do for my class. The New York Times Weekly News Quiz for students. And let me get, sorry, give me just a second. I don't want to run over time here, and we're in danger of doing so. So, okay, I want you to go through, and you can pick any of these, this weekly news quiz for students, and it basically goes over the weekly news and whatever's in the headline. So I'm going to click on this one. You can choose whatever one you would like to use. And, since the presentation is serving to give just an introduction to spotting fake news, we're going to go down here at the very bottom of this, and we'll give it a second to load. And after the 10 questions, you can see 3 articles below about Facebook recently published in the New York Times, and one is from the satirical site The Onion that we talked about a minute ago. So which is the fake news story? What I would like you to do is use the CRAP testing, use fact checkers, figure out which one is the fake news story, and then email to me your results. Next on the list, going back to our PowerPoint, Texas Woman's University and the University of Texas Libraries, they both have a LibGuide about fake news, and University of Texas has a graduate workshop about fake news. Then the EV Media Literacy for Citizenship Misleading News infographic. This is really great. I want to show that to you for just a second. It is called Beyond Fake News, and the infographic has a lot to offer. It covers some dealings with CRAP, and it tells you what to look for in news articles: propaganda, clickbait, sponsored content, conspiracy theories, partisan pseudoscience, satire and hoax, and bogus and fake stuff. And then you can dig deeper, and that's a really good site to do. Next we have, these are really fun. Let's see if I can get them to pull up this time. Last time I did a Blackboard presentation, it did not want to pull up, but we're going to try. These CRAP games and spot fake news games are very, very fun. There's 2 of them on here. I'll just show you the first one, and of course it's telling me that I need to update my browser. Let me go back and we'll go ahead and try the other one. If not, please find this. Please find this in the resources that I'm leaving for you in the PowerPoint, and you can try them out. They're a lot of fun. I've done them before, so of course it's not going to show up. Let's see if I can do a clipping on here just to show you what it looks like. Share, please. Yes, wonderful. Okay, so you see bad news, play the game, and you play the game. It says hi there. And factitious, go back to that, and it'll give you an article. And then you say, okay, maybe after you read it, this is correct, and it says correct, and it tells you the source and everything in it. So these are really great games to play. And then lastly, we do not have time for it. We're going to have to wrap up. But there's a YouTube video, how to spot fake news. Please check that out when you get the chance. And let's see where we are. Okay, assessment and ALA information and literacy framework. These are the learning assessments that we're going over and we've talked about. I've asked you some questions. You're going to complete the news quiz for students at the bottom and send that to me. And the framework is based on using research tools and indicators of authority to determine the credibility of sources, understanding the elements that might temper this credibility. And then lastly, having to develop an awareness and the importance of assessing content with a skeptical stance and with self-awareness of your own biases, because sometimes, you know, we can have our own biases, which it makes us want to believe that news is, you know, real when actually it is not. So now don't forget, your library always has resources for your needs, especially for evaluating sources. And when it comes to the validity of news, whether through social media or an article that you're using for a paper, when in doubt, check and check again. Use CRAP testing. Use your fact checkers. Make sure that your sources are credible. That's important. And here's the assessment rubric. And then finally the references, and you'll be able to find everything that we discussed in this instruction session here and throughout the PowerPoint. I want to thank you for being here tonight. And also, at the end, remember, check your sources before you cite or share. Thank you. Have a good evening.